Hey guys, okay, I'm gonna be just putting a video to remind myself on how to do this because I have short-term memory loss. So yeah, okay, so I like this because you can like do arrows and stuff. Anyways, so um whenever whenever the pawn, so in this case black has the extra pawn and white just has a king. So whenever the pawn is past the middle rank, for white it's this, for white it's this, for black it is this. But whenever this pawn, sorry, dude, I'm such a mess up. Okay, whenever the black pawn crosses out the 4th rank or the white pawn crosses the 5th rank, then it doesn't matter who has the opposition. But in this position, this pawn has not crossed the 4th rank. Therefore, if it is black's turn, then white can draw, simply by keeping the opposition and waiting for this pawn to go all the way down and then step in front. But if it is white's turn to move, then black can easily win with the opposition and black can just keep moving forward. So first I'm going to show you what would happen if white had to go first. So white goes first. Oh my god. Okay, anyways. Oh my god, I put it as black to move. I'm so idiot. Big dumb. Okay, well, if black has to move, then white can just take up the opposition, simply by doing that. Now, the king just has to go back and forth like this. You get my point. Black has no way of getting forward because the opposition is superior. It's just better. But one thing the black can do is push his pawn. But there is a rule. Whenever you push your pawn to the same or ahead of your king, when you have only one pawn, then immediately white can always draw. Okay? So the only option you can do to keep this game going is to push the pawn. Now, the king can move here. Black cannot take the opposition because now their pawn is blocking that. So after this, the king can't move here or here. Perhaps he can move here, but after this, you've lost your pawn. So can't go here, here, or here. So now the king perhaps has to go here, and then you can take the opposition again. After a waste move like this, you just move back and forth. You never want to go to the side like here. If it was like this, you never want to go to the side that the opposite king is on, because if I was to go here, then they could take the opposition. That's really bad because now they're gonna win. As soon as they get the opposition, they can win. So you don't want to do that. So anyways, the king is gonna get really bored here. Oh my god. So if you go here, maybe the king comes up here. You go here to take the opposition. Opposition is really important. Then they can push their pawn again. It doesn't really matter when you step in front. Always go backwards so they can't take the opposition because this pawn is blocking this king from getting the opposition. So now it's pretty simple. They're probably going to keep doing this. That's the only thing that they can do to prevent this game from stopping. And here, when they finally push their pawn, you go here. And it doesn't matter. If they go here, then it's automatically stalemate. If they move away, then it's also going to be stalemate. So that's how you draw. Okay? Now, I'm going to create a new chapter. Another piece. But I'm going to make it so that it is whites to play. And here. My brain is massive. Okay. So it's like this, but it is white to play. So it's going to be really bad. Because now it's not black to play, it's white to play. Okay, so yeah. So now it's white to play. Black can easily just take up the opposition. A white goes back, black goes back. Now white goes there. Oh wait, oops, sorry. I did an extra move there. As soon as white move, you can take up the opposite square. Because right now you're covering all of these squares. King cannot move forward with the risk of losing something. So now you're free to advance. The king might try going back, but you can just push your pawn. And now the king is in check and has to go back. You always want to keep your opposition. The king is going to try some stuff. And if you don't feel like keep advancing, because you're fearful for your pawn, you can always come back. And maybe he'll come back here. And then you want to take up the opposition. Opposition is very important in the endgame. Alright? So, now, your king has to go backwards or to the side. If you go to the side, then the king's just going to advance on the other side. So maybe the king thinks it's better to go backwards. Now the king just keeps opposition, like that. Now this king is making a run for your pawn, but it won't work. And as soon as this pawn gets past the 4th rank, like I said, it doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't, because as you can see, the king, even if the king was one step backwards, here, even if the king was here, and let's say king moved here, once this happens, once it's past this, then it doesn't matter, because even if the king gets opposition, you're gonna do that, and he's gonna have to go there. Oh wait, oops, I did this wrong. You can just play that. Wait, no. Wait, did I do something wrong? I'm so dumb. What? Okay, so after that, you have to take the opposition. I forgot. Well, you have to keep taking opposition because until it gets past this 4th rank, it's not gonna be able to. This pawn can't do anything. So you move it out of the way. You come here. You have to go here, and now it's past the 4th rank, and now it should be easy walk in. But just to play it out, we can play it out. Now you get queen. I'm sure all of y'all can. I'm sure you can finish this. If you can't, then I'm disappointed. But anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna finish it out because why not? Honestly, it's good to get a remindance. My mom said so. Anyway, we keep going. Oh my God, I did a wrong move. Okay. Ugh. I don't know if you guys can hear the clicking, but I'm clicking so much. And it's an easy win from then on. Alright, that was just a short lesson. I just want to remind you some things. Like if the pawn is on the edge, as you can see. As the pawn is on the edge, it really doesn't matter whose turn it is. Because, as you can see, it's on the corner. So even if it is white's turn to move, and as soon as black takes the opposition, as soon as white moves, black doesn't have another place to move. Like normally he could, when the king was on here, when the king was on this square, he could go the other way when the king moved this way. But now the king doesn't have another way to move, so he just has to follow. So after this, maybe this, you push the pawn. You're definitely gonna draw now, but we can just play it out. After this, this, this. Wait, did I play something wrong? Yeah, it doesn't really matter what happens as long as you keep in front of this square, you keep on this square. And yeah, it's going to be a draw. Only when it's on the edges does this rule count. So, there, there. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I mean, it's not like it's just a YouTube video or anything, but future me, I hope you learned something. Hope this reminded you of something. I'm pretty bad at these anyways, so I need to learn. So anyways, yeah. Stalemate there. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. I need to be reminded of something. Bye.